It's Michelle Tennant Nicholson, and this is Fast Food from thefarmersmarket.com. I haven't really checked in with you guys in a long time, and so that's really what the purpose of this video is. And also, I'm going to give you a quick recipe for the easiest black bean soup ever. So let's start with the recipe first, and then for those of you who have been following my health journey since January 2011, stay tuned for that. First of all, tonight I had a really easy dinner for my in-laws who are vegetarian, and my husband. They went to autocross because my husband's been racing his WRX. So they're off and they're gone, but I thought, gosh, this is something that I want to share with my YouTube followers because it's such an easy recipe. So, the easiest black bean soup in the world. You ready? And that's what I have in these little containers. And then as you like I have been doing since last year, I label it with masking tape and then the date so that I know when to throw it out. And then I just put this in the fridge, which I'm going to do right here. I also have my mason jars. But I did find some BPA-free Ziploc containers, so I've been using those too. What do we have here? So I had black bean soup with corn muffins. And as you know, I try to keep down the toxins and try to use as much as I can from the farmer's market. In this case, I did get the items from the grocery store. These are, I had a bag of black beans. These are red beans, but regardless, they're real cheap, right? So get a bag of beans, put them in your crock pot, soak them overnight, and then cook them for a few hours, while you're at work even. Put them on low and have them cooking. Put an ample amount of water in there. Gotta just fill it up so that while you're gone, the beans can actually cook. You don't want to short yourself on the water because what will happen is that they'll get too dry and they might even burn. So I usually do like a whole bag. I soak it, then I rinse that water off, and then I fill it back up with water or broth if you want to, and then just fill it up. Make sure that you can even use half the bag to make sure that if you've got a smaller crock pot, But then when you get home, your beans are done, right? So you have beans. You ready for this? Put a whole jar of salsa. Any kind of salsa you want. Mild, hot, whatever. And if you like a lot of tomato flavor, then add a can of tomatoes. And that's it. Is that the easiest thing in the world? I promise you, everybody's always like, what do you put in this that makes it taste so good? It has all the vegetables and stuff from the salsa. You could even get salsa from the farmer's market and throw it in there. But really, bunch of beans, bunch of salsa. And if you like a little more soupy, then go ahead and put some broth in there. Vegetarian broth or chicken broth, whatever you want. I like to put some extra tomato sauce in there when I put the whole can of tomatoes and then another can of water, just because I like it a bit soupy. And that was my bean soup. I did add a little bit of salt because I like salt, and I added a little bit of this Tony's Creole seasoning. I can get this in the Southeast. I'm not sure you can get that everywhere. But the point is whatever seasoning you put on your food, make sure it says no MSG. Okay, you can use whatever you want. And then of course, Frank's Red Hot, because we put that bleep on everything, right? I serve at the table with this for those who wanted a little extra hot, because I actually used mild salsa because my mother-in-law doesn't like things too hot. As far as the cornbread, I looked at all the box stuff at the grocery store and I didn't like any of them. I thought, I'm just going to try my hand at making cornbread at home. And I just used the recipe right here on the back for corn muffins. And what I like about the corn muffins, and I put them in here to kind of keep them, is I made them in little muffin pans or muffin tins, the little papers, because that's a portion, and then you can really eyeball that and make sure that you're not overeating. And they turned out really well. I'm not a huge cornbread lover, but I like it with soup and chili and that kind of stuff, and with the black bean soup, it's really nice. For tea, I just use this Tulsi's lemon ginger caffeine free, and I just take 5 or 6 bags, pour hot water over it, let that steep, And then I add, like if I have 6 bags of my herbal tea, then I add 6 teaspoons or tablespoons of xylitol. And xylitol is a natural, it's a natural sugar. It's better for your glucose levels. It's a lot of dentists recommend it because it's good for the teeth and so forth. But it's really great if you're not wanting to use real sugar in your cooking or your drinks and you want to substitute. A lot of people know about stevia today. Not too many people know about xylitol. What I like about xylitol is that it measures like sugar. And when I bake with it, people can't, it tastes just like sugar. Now you could overconsume xylitol and don't feed it to your dog. For some reason you're not supposed to give it to a dog. So that's one thing that, but it makes a really good tea. People like that. Some people are sensitive to it, I guess, but it's natural. And then you get it a lot of times in toothpaste and teeth products. So that's it on what I want to share with you. I did make some really cool peanut butter cookies with an all natural, I'll show you what I got here. This is my cookie jar, right? This was a really easy recipe that I got from Claire Robinson at the Food Network, and you can look up her peanut butter cookie recipe too. This is what we had for dessert. And I made them small and I cooked them long because my husband likes them really crunchy. This is just, if you just get a cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar or xylitol, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 egg. And then you mix that up, make them into, you just put them on a cookie sheet, cook them for 12 minutes at 350. And then I like to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on the top because if you're using natural peanut butter, it's not going to have any salt in it. And these are flourless peanut butter cookies. We've been making these every week because it's basically just peanut butter and an egg. And you know, you can put whatever sweetener you want with it. These are amazing. Thanks, Claire Robinson over at 5 Ingredient Fix. I love 5 Ingredient Fix. I should probably keep that out now that I've touched it. Just in case my in-laws come back and they want some more. As far as what's been happening, because I haven't been checking in regularly like I have been, I want you to know that I finished 4th in that triathlon that I've been wanting to do for so many years. I was very excited about that. 4th in my class, not 4th overall. But it was a 4-hour triathlon, and that was a pretty big deal. You know, it was paddling, it was 3-mile paddle, a 5-mile run, and a 12-mile single-track mountain biking trail. And pretty technical. So that was pretty cool. I was really proud of myself for that. And then I also, as you all know, some of you have been following me, I did my Vision Quest with my Native American community over Labor Day. I finished my master's thesis this year, and so now I'm, you know, like all my goals have come to a halt, right? Because I've completed everything. So here we are right before Thanksgiving 2012, and I am going to commit to doing the turkey trot, the Thanksgiving turkey trot here in Asheville, North Carolina. And the reason why is because I got so close, I couldn't believe that I got so close to the podium in my triathlon. I never dreamed that I'd get that close. So I thought, what if I could work this next year on moving from a 12-minute mile to maybe a 9-minute mile? I still have, you know, the left side of my body is still painful from my scoliosis. So I don't know if I can really ever run faster than a 12-minute mile just because of my particular body aches and pains. But I'm going to try, and I'm going to see how, I'm going to really, for this next month, really see how fast I can improve myself. I'll take anything more than a 12-minute mile. I'll just be happy for that. It's a 5K. It's going to be Thanksgiving morning, and that's what I'm going to be working toward. I'm also looking again at doing some strength training. And as you all know, I don't know if you've checked in since August, but I've been on enzymes. And I have a local doctor here. It's the enzymes are from a doctor named Dr. Loomis. But my doctor is Dr. Joe Picone, and he's a licensed enzyme practitioner. He's also a chiropractor, and then I get these enzymes from him. And I had a lot of issues, digestive issues. I also had some fungus that we've cleared up, and so that's what has been causing me to not drop my weight, even though I've been exercising so much and eating so well. So now things are fixed as far as my body being able to actually process things. And now we're working on the amount of food and the type of food that my body's digesting. He believes that I'm carbohydrate sensitive. So I need to further refine my cooking, which I will do in the next few months as well. But I just wanted to check in. I think that's everything. Let me know how you're doing. Sorry I haven't checked in for so many months or weeks. I am still teaching spinning, and I'm still going strong. Backed off on some of my exercising, but I'm still on the track to health and want to know how you're doing too. So just let me know, okay? It's always great to see everybody. Bye.